Hi, my name is Ladey and I'm from Keep Unfrozen and Pink Parties Press. Today, the subject is the secret of chasing away the blues, being down and negativity. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I can get quite low. And the reason for it, I can't fathom out. It seems inexplicable. And yet that feeling comes across me from time to time. Now, I don't like knowing why this has happened. So I question myself and I question God and say, why am I feeling blue? Why am I feeling so negative? Yeah, is it the day? Is it a person? What's going on here? And is there a natural explanation? I mean, an explanation could be, has the sky turned grey? It means that sad tendencies are coming into play. Have I upset someone? People pleasing tendencies raises its ugly head. Has there been a change in my life that stability is under threat? Have I eaten something I shouldn't? It does happen quite often. Am I under a spiritual attack? Those who constantly talk about Jesus and God and love him and are obvious about it, there's going to be some sort of happening. This is not meaning to be really, really dramatic on that, but we have to be aware the spiritual battles going on. I am working under the assumption or illusion that if I know the cause, I can provide myself with an alternative solution. Do you get that? So, the first thing that was sad, I can get out the sun lamp. So that changes things. I could realize that not everybody will be my friend. I did actually do a podcast on this. I'll give you the link. Life goes on, so changes will happen. And each cycle, I do know, will bring something more exciting, albeit new and different. I could eat more sensibly, go back to the vegetables and the body affirming goodies, and in other words, lay off the carbs and the ice cream. I could check out my prayer life, because if I'm in a battle on the spiritual affairs, prayer is my weapon. And I know if God is for me, who can be against me? So that includes, that's just a few examples. Obviously, being ill can make you feel blue, or it could be some drugs you're taking. There's lots of reasons, in all areas of life, whether that be business, finances, family, church, health, etc. But there is one thing which seems to check all the blues and negativity, and that is being thankful. Sometimes I have to remind myself, and yet I have so much to be thankful for. Some people do write this down in a sort of journal, a gratitude journal. Now, I have an obvious place to start with my thanks, and that is for God. I thank God for being in my life and having a relationship with him. I thank my immediate family, for those who are no longer here, like my grandmother and my father, because their memories of my dad still give me a sense of his presence. So I never lose him in that way. I give thanks for my mum, for my darling Dennis, who supports me in pretty much everything I do, for Candice and for Abby Rose, my beautiful daughters, and of course my granddaughter Sophia. I pray and I thank for my extended family, because they show love to and from me, to Paul, to Kimberly, to Rosemary. That's just naming just a few. And for all the friendships I have, many of you are actually watching this now. They are long life friends. You know who you are. So if you're watching this, you help me get out of any deep, horrible place. And I can also pray for you when that happens, which it does occasionally when life doesn't go the way you want it to go. I'm thankful for new friends. Those are just around the corner who I've yet to meet. for my business colleagues and authors that I support, for the social media contacts, for those who actually become part of my network, part of my friendship group, if you like. They do turn out to be true supporters and genuine friends. I give thanks to the groups I belong to. Each group might just be for a specific time, but in that engagement, it really can make a difference to the way I look at life, the way I do things, the way I see things. I give thanks for my health, and even though I know there's parts of me that aren't working quite as well as I'd like, I'm still blessed to be able to, nothing's preventing me from doing things. I'm thankful for these, for my hands, because through these things I can do sign language, and being able to communicate by other methods than my voice is just wonderful. I'm thankful that they still work despite the physical strain I put on them, from the brick building, from the dry stone walls that I do, and of the cutting the little pieces of tile and stone into mosaics. So the everyday demands I put on them in the typing, cooking, gardening. So this is just a beginning of a list that I am thankful for. What does your list contain? I have in my life things, house, a garden, books, music, films, technology. And I'm just so thankful that I can use them and they can enhance my life. I'm reminded to be thankful via hymns and worship songs, and they can really help me be uplifted and out of that bluesy feelings. What is your favourite thankful song? It can be a worship song or something completely different. Let me know. I really would like to know. Other people's words and insights help, which I think is why sermons are so popular, because they help to lift you back up. Now, Dr. Chan Abram has a series from his radio show, and it includes things like The Road to Happiness and thought-provoking titles such as Is Conflict Inevitable? And Will We Ever Have Peace? I will put the link in the text for you. They're worth checking out. I know feeling down will come around once again, and I give myself permission to wallow in it for just a very short while, because without it, it's a wake-up call for me. It's part of my body's makeup. It's the way I make sense of the world and what's going on in Ladey world. So I give thanks. When is the case of giving thanks? It's about seeing all the blessings around me and then picking up on those vibes, and the up feelings will come again. Lady Adey, keep on frozen, and if you're writing, keep writing.